What is going on, YouTube? What is going on, family? Listen, family, the channel is growing. Here are our new subscribers. Big shout outs to you all. Now, listen, family. I said it on my last video. There's a lot of you that YouTube don't give me the information. I don't know that you have subscribed. So what I need you to do, if you're new to the channel, family, put a comment down below saying, I'm new here, and your name going to be in this ticker, scrolling at the bottom of the video. Also, I would like to thank our channel sponsors. Blueprint 4, Prosperity, and PNR Connected. Now listen, family, I'm one of the realest dudes in life and on YouTube. We got a situation. Okay. Before I go any further, family, we also have merch for sale. We have the t-shirts that you can get in all colors. I got on one right now. Please support the channel. We also have the water bottles, family. If you ever wondered how you could support Brian Keith, which is a brand, the Credit Cousin, which is a brand, that's why it's over my head, this is how you can do so. You can buy merch. You can join the channel. Now, family, there's a reason why I am called the Credit Cousin. A little birdie just told me that they are trying to push 50-year mortgages. Listen, family, this is going to be a problem. You hear me? But I don't want to move too far along. Let's just check out the videos. And at the end, I'm going to give you my commentary. Listen, if you see me in this video rocking back and forth, I'm itching to talk to you. I'm itching to say something, but I'm going to mash my mouth. Because, you know, in the church, we call them silver-tongued devils. But I'm not calling every one of these people in this video silver-tongued devils. But at the end, I'm going to tell her how T.I. is. Because that's who I am. Let's go.
American dream of owning a home just got a lot more expensive. President Trump is now pushing a 50-year mortgage plan, and it's changing everything. You'll now be spending 50 years of your life and over $500,000 more just to buy a home. Under this plan, a $500,000 house turns into a $1 million house over time. Trump tweeted about it, and even his director of housing called it a complete game changer. You'd have 600 payments to make, and if you bought a house today, you wouldn't finish paying it off until November 2075. Basically, for just $200 less per month, you'd be paying for 20 extra years and you wouldn't own your home until after retirement. At a 6% interest rate, you'd pay around $400,000 more overall. So if you bought your house at 25, you wouldn't finish paying until you're over 70. And here's the scary part. If you pass away before finishing payments, even if you're just 1 year away, your kids don't get the house because you never owned it fully. This plan could change the future of home ownership forever. Follow for more real news and updates like this.
Listen, family, have you all heard anything about this 50-year mortgage? Now, many of us are trying to build generational wealth. This 50-year mortgage. Now, I was supposed to have a coin to show two sides of the coin. There's two sides to this 50-year mortgage that for the average homeowner, that's one side. And the other side is for real estate investors or business owners. That's the other side. But we're going to keep the show rolling.
Down on his brilliant idea for 50-year mortgages in an interview with Fox News last night. Take a look at what he had to say.
Is that really a good idea?
It's not even a big deal. I mean, you know, you go from 40 to 50 years, and what it means is you pay something less from 30. That some people had a 40, and then now they have a 50. All it means is you pay less per month. You pay it over a longer period of time.
Can we talk about what a colossally stupid idea this is? Like, I'm glad it's no big deal to him, but if you have a $500,000 house at a 5% rate, the difference in interest you pay in a 30 versus 50-year mortgage is $400,000. So you're paying $400,000 more for a $500,000 house and adding 20 years of payment stress to your life on top of it. And that's what Trump and the GOP do. They create this short, fleeting sense of relief to give the veneer of a good economy without actually doing anything to fix the economy in the first place, while creating an entire generation of debt servants in the process. Can we please stop giving these people the reins to the cornerstone of the global economy? Because it already feels like it's one Jenga block away from.
Absolutely. Listen, family, I don't know if you all have heard of this information, but it's something brand new that the president of the United States is proposing. So here's a different perspective from a loan officer.
About the 50-year mortgage that just dropped, but I think it's pretty genius. And if you're new here, I'm Theoni, the lender. I've been a lender for 10 years. I help people every single day from this app buy, sell, and refinance. Let's get into this because I have such an interesting take on this that most loan officers do not share. And I'll start by saying that they don't share the same idea because they're loan officers, not loan advisors like I am. Everyone keeps talking about the amount of interest that you're about to pay over 50 years. And I will say it is pretty crazy. I saw an example for a $400,000 house that it was like 1.7 million in interest or something crazy if you kept that loan for 50 years. But what most people are missing is that the average homeowner in America only lives in their home for 11 years.
Stop. Let me remove her off the screen. Listen to me, family. This home I'm in right now, I've been here for 15 years. I'm going to show you a picture of a gentleman that's been in his house for 40. This gentleman right here, shout out to Mr. Warren Buffett, one of the greatest investors of all time. And he still lives in the same house for 40 years. So listen, the young lady I just had on, I'm going to bring her back because here's the thing, family. Everybody want to make money off of you. And with a mortgage, the bank makes 3 times as much on a 30-year fix. But with 50 years, man, this is crazy what they're trying to do. But we're going to keep the show rolling.
And that is to say they live there, but they're likely going to refinance the terms of that mortgage. Like the likelihood of you having a mortgage that you get today for 30 years is very low, even if.
Okay, let me stop. Family, do you see that clock behind me? See, here's something about finances. Finances always have a time limit. And that's the reason why this clock is on this wall. I'm trying to get you all to understand. These folks expect you to work until you die. And with this 50-year mortgage, see, I couldn't hold myself. I got to just jump on in here. They're expecting you and your kids, instead of having generational wealth, they're trying to give you generational debt. Okay, I'm going to keep it moving.
If you live in that home for 30 years. And that's because you're going to do a cash out refinance. The rates are going to come down. So you're going to refinance. And every time you refinance, like right now, I'm taking people from a 30-year term to like a 20 or 15-year term. So the idea behind a 50-year mortgage isn't because we want you to be in this house for 50 years. I think that's actually insane that people are even in the same.
No, it's not, lady. No, it's not. Because listen, everybody don't have the aspirations to restart the debt clock or the interest clock. The first 10 years of a mortgage is all interest. So you mean to tell me I'm going to pay 10 years to interest and 40 more trying to pay off principal? But you know, it don't work like that. It don't work like that either. But I'm just saying.
Loan terms for even 30 years. The idea is that it gives you breathing room to qualify for a house. And that's the problem family. Listen,
Here's what they're trying not to do. Every cycle in investment resets. They're not trying to bring the houses back down so millennials can have the same opportunities that the baby boomers had. They want to keep these houses at $500,000 and keep grazing it up. But the problem is your income don't rise.
We're facing right now. People cannot qualify. Yes, the savings is like maybe $200 difference from a 50-year to a 30-year, but that $200 difference actually makes a difference when it comes to qualifying for a mortgage. I just ran this example with one of my clients. They're trying to buy a $700,000 house.
See what I'm saying? 700,000. I just said 5. That's 200,000 over what I just said. Nah.
And if their interest rate was, let's just say worst case, 7%, they're going to be paying like $4,800 for that $700,000 house at a 30-year term. If they got a 50-year mortgage, then they're paying $4,000. But here's the kicker. Their initial budget was like $5,000. So they can still do a $5,000 payment and pay less than 30 years of that entire mortgage. And this is only because this is their dream home. So they're going to be living there for probably actually 30 years. But if you're not going to be living in that house for 20, 25, 30, 40, 50 years, then the amount of interest that you pay in the overall amount is kind of null and void.
This is how they're trying to sell you the dream. First of all, your first house should not be your dream house. You know why? Because you're coming out of an apartment. You're not used to maintaining a hot water heater. You're not used to changing and buying your own filters. Family, listen, this is a crock of crap. And if you ever think about buying a home, don't jump out here and try to get no 5, 6, 700,000 she talking about. You're destined to fail. You want to start small, 1,000, 1,200, 1,500 square feet. If you can get that for $300,000, start there first. Don't jump out here getting these dual zone homes your first time around, because one AC unit is like what, $5,000 to $10,000, and you got 2 of them, dual zone, basement, and the top level. Nah. That's the trap. The trap is to keep you spending and focusing on payments. I focus on price.
Especially when you're working with an advisor like me, I tell my clients, if you make $100 more to the monthly payment, you shave off like 4 to 7 years of that entire loan term.
That could be true. But what I'm saying to you, family, their first house, $700,000, don't do it.
And of course, you're saving a ton of money in interest by doing that, because now you're not paying the interest on the full term. So honestly, this is just like another tool in the toolbox for a strategy.
No, it's not. Let me go ahead. Let me keep it moving, family. Listen. Whoo, I'm sweating, fam. I need a fan. I need a fan because this is some trash. This is how these sales folks put shackles, handcuff you. A 50-year fixed interest rate. I'm fighting with a 30-year fix right now. But let's hear it from a homeowner perspective.
Take me, for example. We have a $532,000 plus balance on a mortgage. The mortgage is $3,190. That is a 5.99% over 30 years. You turn around and you do a 50-year mortgage, same exact numbers and everything. It saves you $390, of course. Your mortgage is $2,800, but over $1.1 million in interest. Now, for me, the only way this would work, let's say I sign up for a 50-year mortgage, I would have to make 2 payments of $390 every 2 weeks towards the principal for this to even make sense. But at that point, it's defeating the purpose of my already $3,190 mortgage. So this kind of doesn't make sense. And then this is not including your taxes, your HOA if you have one, your homeowner's insurance. This doesn't include any other fees that come with this.
Listen, family. You see, I'm rocking. This is only for principal interest. This is not for principal interest, taxes, insurance. And some of us have HOA fees. It's a bad deal.
Just the mortgage. This is nothing else included. So over the life of this loan, you'd probably spend anywhere from $2.5 million to $3 million on a $500,000 house. And
did you hear that? For $500K, you're gonna end up paying $2 million. Think about that, family.
In 50 years. I don't know about you, but I think I can figure out a lot of other places to stick $3 million.
Absolutely, my brother. Listen, family. Big shout outs to him. But I'm trying to tell you, family. They are trying to send us to hell in a handbasket. Now, what I need you all to do is post your comments about this whole situation. What are you thinking about a 50-year mortgage? Till my next video, you be blessed.